In entrepreneurship, there is one thing that you can't fake, and that is being a good leader. It is a completely different skill set than just running your business and the basic operations. You have to learn how to manage teams, learn human behavior, and how to make everyone feel accommodated. And this was a skill that I studied immensely. I read so many books on it, and I'll recommend some books. The first one is Good to Great. The second one is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And my personal favorite is Leadership 101 by John Maxwell. A lot of new entrepreneurs don't really understand that leadership is a skill set you develop. Yes, you can be born with influence, but that comes with big responsibility. And sometimes people have to learn how to use their influence in a way that benefits them, because most leaders, I know so many leaders who like to be very hands-on. That might work for some people, but most of the time, as a leader, you are the one steering the ship. You are not the engine, that's your team. But without the engine, you can't steer the ship. So you need to understand how to enable your team members, and your team, you wouldn't be anywhere without your team. You can't build a $1 trillion or $1 billion company with one person. Maybe with AI, pretty soon we will be able to, but right now in today's day and age, your team is your engine, and you as a leader, the CEO, the founder, you are the one steering the ship. So you have to understand and develop that skill set to be able to enable your team to win and to drop your ego. Every entrepreneur, especially young men, they go into business with an ego that, oh, I need to do everything, I need to oversee everything. But the second I learned that what got me to 10K a month in terms of the leadership skill set, managing 1 to 2 people, is not gonna get me from 10 to 50 to 100K a month. And when I started integrating and studying leadership and studying how to enable my team, I took my agency from 10 to 50K a month in recurring revenue, because I learned that I need to step out of it. I need to delegate in every area I possibly can, because that allows me to do what I do best, which is grow the business, lead, hire a talent. And when I understood that, that's actually when I scaled my business. And I'm nowhere near done. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I understood that I need to master the skill of leadership. You can't ever master the skill of leadership, so I take that back. I want to strive for mastery, but I also want to learn and grow with my team as a whole and drop my ego and enable my team with all the resources, all the things that they need to grow. That's what I want to do. I want to enable them to win, because if they win, I win. We all make money if you have a good team, a happy team, and they're growing together with you as a corporation, as a business. That's how you win. Something I really wanted to stress in this video as a leader and as a founder is do not be afraid to pay for a talent. I personally had a conversation today with my editor, and I said, look, you are a talent, and I just wanted to say I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you're doing for me. And I'm like, look, I'm going to be giving you a few new clients to manage and edit for. I want to give you a little bit extra just to motivate you a little bit more. And that showed him how much I cared, because he genuinely is a talent, and I don't mind paying more for him. Because when you pay more for a talent, that A talent is going to make you way more than B, C talent will ever. So when you understand that paying for a talent will make you more money, you'll start seeing a lot more growth, because not only will you not have to oversee so many jobs and waste time as a leader micromanaging, but you know they're going to crush it because they're a talent. You're paying more. They have an incentive. They know their value, and they're going to hold up to that value. Leadership is something that is refined over the years. And when you're hiring new employees, new freelancers, you need to understand that you set the culture as a leader. Your culture is a direct reflection of you. So if you're bringing on a bad culture fit, or one of your employees recommends one of their good friends and they come in and they goof off and they mess with the culture, you have to step in and be like, okay, I'm not hiring anyone that is not going to be good for the culture, because a culture in a business is everything. I stress it every day. I have team meetings Monday and Friday, and I stress the culture. How is this? How is the culture on this? Is this a good work environment? Because I own an online business. So everyone is really over the phone. So I want to make sure that they're able to connect, able to get on calls together, and able to feel that there is still a culture even though it's online. And that culture is meant to push each other to get better. And as a leader, don't have an ego enough to tell someone to do something that you're not willing to do. You need to be able to do it too. You need to step in and be able to fill each one of the roles that you assign these people to do, your employees. You need to be able to do it, if not better than them. Because as a leader, you have your SOPs. SOPs are standard operating procedures. You are the one who founded this business, who set that in stone. So as a leader, you need to not micromanage, but have these SOPs in play so that your A players can capitalize how you did, but better. Obviously, you're hiring team members that are better than you and have a better skill set in these areas. That's part of how a leader operates. Look at the president. He has a whole cabinet of advisors that are advising him in the economy, in the stock market, in health, in every different facet of our economy. Because again, if you look at the president, you look at him as the CEO of America. So you have to understand that as a leader, you almost have to enact SOPs, which I look at them as almost like the Declaration of Independence or the amendments. It's something that we follow. It's law, it's the rules. It's how we operate and how we get to the next level, and we want to refine them. As a team, collectively come together and attack every problem that comes at us. Because like I just said, your team is everything. You are nothing without your team. And the second you realize that, the second you study leadership and study and understand that what took you to 10, like I said earlier, is not going to take you to 50, 100K a month, you're going to start studying that skill set of leadership, because it's a totally different skill than just learning the skill of whatever your business requires, learning the skill of how to make money. It's totally different. Leadership will take you to 100, even $1 million a month. So the second you realize that leadership has to come first, and you as a leader are the one steering the boat, and your team is the engine, and what makes the boat move forward is when you're actually going to grow your business. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that, my little lecture on leadership, feel free to subscribe and drop a comment on any other topic you guys want me to go in detail on. And remember, I want to leave you guys with one thing in this video because it genuinely changed my life. Do not be afraid to pay for A talent. Pay over market if you find someone who is an A player, because they are going to drive your business forward. If you guys took nothing from that video, please take that. Have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys on the next video.